Hello, it's Monday, October 28th, and that means two things. Most of the phenomena associated with a haunted house coincide with the signs that you have a carbon monoxide leak and you should really get that checked out. Otherwise, it's time for the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Tech, and the two product spotlights of the week are the linear and the round high bay, both with optic swap, both with power select, both with color select, both with rugged construction for any kind of environment you need. The linear comes with a standard 90-degree lens, but also a 45 by 110 degree aisle lens for your narrow high aisles. And the round high bay lenses let you choose one fixture across a bunch of different spaces. Again, both with sensor and emergency options. That's keystonetech.com. The link is in the description. Let's get into the news. Current has announced price increases on traditional lamps and ballasts. They'll cost more on the 1st of December. How much? They'll tell me on the 1st of November. Acuity has bought QSC. That is a $1.2 billion deal to close in Q2 of next year. SGH, that's Smart Global Holdings, will change its name. They're now operating as Penguin Solutions. Also, their Q4 net sales were $1.2 billion, which is $0.2 billion down from the same quarter last year. Ozop will be running Leviton's field service business. That covers the entire U.S. Beacon Lighting's shareholders are revolting, voting against a published remuneration, hard word for me, report, and they are protesting executive pay. Signify is ready to move production out of China. Asterisk. First asterisk is that if there are new tariffs in the coming couple of years, they will be moving that activity to the factories they already have in India, Indonesia, Mexico. Also, their Q3 shows that sales have declined by 6%. The director of Beacon Lighting has secured more shares, with 7,033 shares going to Daniel Palumbo. A helicopter crash in Houston may have been lighting related. Specifically, a helicopter crashed into a radio tower. That radio tower had been dealing with issues related to the reliability of its warning lights. Siteworks is offering a office refurb program with new device repair and reuse coming up. The IWBI, Instant Group, and Well are collaborating on a co-working space certification. Their Healthy Building Recognition program will be coming to flexible offices. The IEC has a new logo. It looks like a bit like the 75th Army Rangers flag. That's the Independent Electrical Contractors. Visual Comfort has partnered with Waterford for a new luxury lighting collection. We have LumiAd creating a plant polymer downlight. These are 3D printed plant polymers. And we have a Glamux brand acoustic dampening luminaire made out of old plastic bottles. Doesn't look half bad. Echo Neon, a LED sign company, is actually going to start selling neon signs. Their website now has the ability to, quote, custom glass bent signage. Branford Castle buys Hoffman Engineering. This is a PE firm securing a specialty LED manufacturer for an unclear amount. Kirks Lane is adding a new shipping center in California with wholesale service pending. Jim Williams has partnered with Cooper in Ohio and Kentucky. In legal news, CAO and Fight, that case has been dismissed in California. The U.S. Lighting Group execs convicted of securities fraud. This was a pump and dump scheme. They'll both be serving jail time. Nightlight and Sound Machine has been sued over a shock wrist. The Hatch Baby class action case is going to court in New York. Apple has secured a patent on spatial lighting systems for AR displays. This would turn your existing light fixtures into projectors for your augmented reality devices. Sounds cool. Sounds Star Trek-y. I don't think I'll ever have one, but yeah. In events and webinars, NY Controlled has announced their full speaker list. Registration is open tomorrow. The IES Virtual Symposium on the December 3rd is Light for Life, a full-day event on TM32. In IoT news, we have a new white paper on optimum building management. This is a presentation from Tridonic on controls. DALI, Talk, and Zaga have teamed up to unify solutions on smart street lighting and the data that comes back from it. Zumtobel has partnered with ABB on DC electrical and lighting systems. Javid Butler and Robert Bell were on the Lighting Controls podcast. Visit lightingcontrolspodcast.com for more of that. We have 4 businesses offering free swaps to Juicebox owners. Juicebox made IoT-enabled car chargers. Most of the functions of those car chargers stopped functioning as the company left the US earlier this month. And now you can get a free alternate option that does what that does. Deco has partnered with CBUSA. This means that new homes built by CBUSA will be smarter. In R&D news, we have 405 nanometer LED might be able to help the food industry. Viv insists that their germicidal UV might solve a number of issues that are a result of regulatory rollbacks at the FDA and USDA. Pro gamers, professional gamers, Twitch streamers, esportsmen's and sportswomen's, sports thems as well, need better lighting. Lighting pros can offer solutions for eye fatigue in the highest tiers of Counter-Strike and League. Micro LED costs will drop by as much as 50% per year until 2030. This is a display tech thing, but at that price, that probably finds its way into other things that aren't displays. And on the dark side of things, light pollution is on the rise in the Arctic Circle. A circadian reset treatment does help with Parkinson's as well as long COVID. Light-related circadian disruption does get worse during the winter, and it's even worse for women. A study says that circadian studies need better circadian compliance from subjects. This is related to how you can't really do nutrition studies. You need people to report honestly. Dan Weissman on the Restoring Darkness podcast talking about safety issues and wall packs. Notre Dame de Strasbourg will be shutting off its lighting at 11 p.m. Jasper National Park has been hosting night events basically daily from last week until November 2nd. Advocates are working to preserve the view from Querétaro Park in Mexico. Uttarakhand in India is hosting a photo contest. Amherst, Massachusetts has approved a nuisance lighting bylaw. Anti-crime lighting in Stevenage, UK has been blocked by a bat safety survey. Lights out in Cumberland County for migration. San Juan, Puerto Rico has moved ahead with dark sky standards county-wide. Airdrie, Alberta has set a sign brightness law. Minot, North Dakota has a new lighting ordinance. Advocates in Pune, are calling for an end to tree uplighting during Diwali. New Canaan, Connecticut has a resident that actually asked for permission to add lighting to a batting cage on his property. That's going ahead before the county commission soon. In horticultural news, Nature's Miracle has launched a rebate subsidiary. Nature's Miracle, a provider of a number of plants, will be managing your rebates if you grow for them. Pack River Farms has partnered with Solemn. A vertical farm in Hendersonville, North Carolina, was wiped out by Hurricane Helene. Convicts in Trinidad and Tobago have been offered training in hydroponic farming. Futa in Nigeria is offering a course on hydroponic bell peppers. That's at the university level. And a defunct Michigan cannabis company is set to auction off its assets. In recommended reading, all these readings are on nailed.org. We have talking about which is right, up or down lighting, outdoor lighting as a transformation in public spaces. We have trends in laser projections in architectural lighting. We have smart lighting, surely to be the thing to lure workers back to the office. Guys, Commercial landlords are desperate. You can tell them anything. You can tell them anything. Sell everything to commercial landlords. It'll be great. Speaking of, Craig DeLuey is explaining how to design a lighting control system in 3 parts. The LED floor. Will that be the next big thing in sports? We also have efficiency in trailer parks, how to light like a designer in your kitchen, how does laser printing work, and case studies at Heritage Lighting or Heritage Alike Lighting at the Harris Museum, RGB zoning for the office, and the Chicago Lightworks. In local news, we have a new law in California that adds truck routing approvals to warehouse approvals, which is just one more layer of approvals. You can approve or disapprove of that as you will. We have a $600,000 grant for Kansas State University, $81 million for a convention center and arts innovation district in Myrtle Beach, Florida. Louisville, Kentucky cops work to catch a copper thief. Las Vegas, Nevada is pivoting to solar street lighting to dodge copper clippers. DC will be paying to renovate the Capital One Arena. That's where the Wizards play. Denver, Colorado city and county buildings will be renovating. The Noyes complex in Missouri is planning new lighting. Ontario has created a new $12 million fund to fight hate crimes with lighting and other security features. Manitoba still has funds for security grants. Edison, Ohio schools will be scoring $300,000 in security grants. Slate Lower Schools in Connecticut finished their lighting projects. The Gordie Howe Bridge will be adding 5,000 RGB LED lights. This will be designed by Douglas Copeland. He's also a novelist, and he also invented the phrase Gen X. San Antonians demand lighting on a haunted railway crossing. Internationally, the Hanshin Koshin Stadium has held a light show to celebrate their 100th anniversary with the help of Panasonic, and 15 million pesos were invested in street lighting in Puerto Morelos in Mexico. Other sports news shows that Govee is now the smart lighting sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks. And People News, Zomtabel has extended Alfred Felder's term as CEO. Zelko Kozanovic has lost the interim part of his CFO title at Signify. We have a C-suite shuffle at Graybar. We have 2 new sales crew members at Satco. Reno Lighting has picked Karen Marsh as their account manager in the GTA. Joyce Renfrew has joined Lightform. Ethan Aberg is now a regional sales manager at Acclaim. And in things you can mess around with, or I thought were cool, we have a trailer for Light Shop, a K-drama about a store that sells lamps. We have jack-o'-lanterns and how they attract pests, how to make an air quality sensor that looks like an illuminated Pac-Man ghost. The example went with Clyde. And you can restore some crystal lights for your holiday decorations, or you could turn an OLED display into a sensor. Again, I've been Scott Wachter. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your attention. I want to thank Revco, Espin, ETI, Light Efficient Design, and Leadvance and Keystone for backing this. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the music. See ya.
Someone let us to die. Check who any tonight. Burn a stack in your eyes. My whole life's you exhaust, and my myself is lost when I dive in your arms. Save me from my heart attack, fill me your amnesiac. Free the beast, whoa. Suddenly you lift me up, giving me a chance to stop. But I want more. Only one left here. Hey now, put me on the sleep. Help me heal this stomach's burning deep. Save me from my heaven-given corpse. Burn my light in your shadow. Save me down the ever-winding ways. Hold me back as I'm looking through the days. Save me from my heaven-given corpse. Burn my light in your shadow. Save me from my heart me out amnesiac. Feel the beast whoa. Suddenly you lift me up, giving me the chance to stop, but I want more. Lowering the heading with some way down, and going to heaven, you're crushing me down. Life is alarming me, my brother, that is a shiver. Burning emotions and soundly flying, cause it's feeling bitter on the caravan dying. Something for nothing, I'm selfish, rolling hard. Only one left here. Hey now, put me on the sleep. Help me heal this stomach's burning deep. Save me from my heaven-given corpse. Drown my light in your shadow. Save me down the ever-winding ways. Hold me back as I'm looking through the days. Save me from my heaven-given corpse. Drown my light in your shadow. I promise I can change for you. Oh, sliver of my hope can make it all go back. I promise you that I would change, but I can't be better.
There's only one left.
Hey now, put me on the sleep. Help me heal this stomach's burning deep. Save me from my heaven-given corpse. Drown my light in your shadow. Save me down the ever-winding ways. Hold me back as I'm looking through the days. Save me from my heaven-given corpse. Drown my light in your shadow.